वेलकम बैक। ब्रांड बाजार में आपका एक बार फिर से स्वागत है। 2016 में देश में ट्विटर पर किस तरह के मुद्दे छाए रहे, कैसे ट्विटर बन गया खबरों और उनके एनालिसिस का अड्डा। हैशटैग ईयर ऑन ट्विटर 2016 की रिपोर्ट के अनुसार प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी का डीमोनेटाइजेशन इस साल का सबसे बड़ा चर्चित मुद्दा रहा। इसके बारे में केवल 24 घंटे में 6,50,000 लोगों ने ट्वीट किया। विराट कोहली का ट्वीट जो अनुष्का शर्मा को सपोर्ट करते हुए लिखा गया था, वो बना इस साल का गोल्डन ट्वीट या मोस्ट रीट्वीटेड ट्वीट ऑफ 2016। रियो 2016 देश में सबसे ज्यादा ट्रेंडिंग रहा। कैसे बदल रहा है ट्विटर पर लोगों का बात करने का अंदाज और क्या है देश में ट्विटर इंडिया के गोल, इस पर मैंने बात की ट्विटर इंडिया और साउथ ईस्ट एशिया की नई एमडी माया हरी से।
2016, I have to say, has been an amazing year on Twitter in India. You know, it has really represented Indians really gaining global momentum this year. Whether that is Indians joining global conversations around Rio, literally wearing hearts on their sleeves as they cheered and lived through the ups and downs as the women Olympians went to their medals, or actually significantly also Indians starting conversations that had global impact, right? So think about demonetization, 650,000 tweets about demonetization in the first 24 hours, right? It's an incredible conversation which has global impact. Another great example is celebrations like Diwali, which have traditionally been an Indian phenomenon, now have become a global cultural phenomenon on the platform happen on Twitter.
Excellent. So we are speaking about year on Twitter in India. How has been Twitter's year in India? Can you share some data and reports whether there has been an increase in the number of accounts or interactions on Twitter this year?
Daily conversations now, every Indian expressing their opinion on Twitter. So much so that this has driven usage on the platform to a point where India is now a top 5 global audience market for Twitter, right? Not only has this had impact on our audience numbers, but also I would say India leads Asia in many ways on the followership and the influence scale, right? So if you take Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he's now the most followed account in India, but not just that, he's actually the most followed account in Asia. So clearly with a very large circle of influence. Deepika Padukone is the most followed woman in Asia. And you know, you have Priyanka Chopra, whose global influence has sort of grown. I'd say last but not the least, in terms of our efforts to be relevant to every part of India, we've seen a lot of growth in accounts through the south and the north of India. Kamala Hassan, one of my favorite actors growing up, I've lived on his Tamil movies, was a great new addition to the platform.
So there have been several conversations, as you know, as mentioned in the Year on Twitter report. What has Twitter done to propel these conversations or make these conversations grow further? What are the efforts that you've taken?
We strive to make Twitter available in many Indian languages, so Hindi, Tamil, Bengali, and many more, so that it's very natural for a person to be able to use their native language and tweet. The second I would say is that we strive to make content very discoverable on Twitter. So trending topics are a great way for a consumer who comes to the platform, says, hey, what should I tweet about? Here are all the conversations that are top of mind for people. I'd love to jump in and voice my opinion there, right? The third I would say is that we strive to enable creative expression on the platform, be that through emojis. Take the Diwali emoji for instance. You had hashtag Happy Diwali and that turned into a beautiful diya, bringing that visual element to the platform. Or even enabling creative expression through GIFs.
When I look at the report, there are these figures that I see which are really overwhelming. For example, India-Pakistan match, which happened in March, had 1.1 million tweets, you know, just for that match with that hashtag. So that's quite incredible. How can brands be a part of these conversations, and what are the efforts that you're taking so that brands are also a part of it?
I'll give you a couple of examples, right? Nestle had an amazing innovation around real-time promoted trend. Over a period of 5 days, they actually used 28 different hashtags around a campaign which was called My Break, and essentially associated the concept of My Break with what conversations were happening at any given time on Twitter. Right? A great first and a great innovation for a brand like Nestle and Kit Kat. Another great example is Motorola. Motorola launched their Moto Z phone here, and they used video on the platform to be able to drive awareness.
You spoke of videos just now, and videos has been a priority for many social media platforms over the past 1 year is what I have seen. What has been the contribution of videos as far as 2016 is concerned for the year on Twitter, and what has been the performance of Periscope being like?
Our consumption of video on the platform has grown 400% over the last year. And brands realize this too. Videos are a hugely engaging format, and because users on Twitter are engaging so much with video, it's also a highly ROI positive campaign format for brands, right? We've had great examples of Tata Motors, for instance, using video for their Tiago launch, or even Mercedes-Benz using a live tweet cam to bring live video footage to consumers.
You're the new MD for Twitter India and South Asia. What is going to be your mandate for the next 6 months?
The mandate for me and the team here for us is to grow our partnerships and continue to strengthen our partnerships in news, entertainment and sport. Secondly, the 4 revenue verticals of focus for us is around government, FMCG, mobile and telecom, as well as auto.
So finally, we are at a very interesting stage in India where 4G has been launched in India, and hopefully in the coming days, next year, we'll get to see faster data, better devices, cheaper devices for more Indians to use. So how different do you think will be the year on Twitter 2017 as compared to this year? What different things do you expect?
I think what this means is clear for Twitter. It's going to be faster video, cheaper video and higher quality video for our consumers.
All right, thank you so much. Thanks for speaking to us.
Thank you very much.
ब्रांड बाजार में अभी वक्त है एक छोटे से ब्रेक का। आगे देखेंगे कैसे शादी बन रहा है कई ब्रांड्स के विज्ञापनों के लिए बढ़िया क्रिएटिव थीम।